Ryan leases a car. Devin buys the exact same car. Both of them drive off the lot certain they outsmarted the other one. Both of them are wrong, because neither one did the only thing that actually settles this argument. Neither one ran the numbers past month one. Let's keep this fair. Ryan and Devin both earn $55,000 a year. They both want the identical car. A $30,000 sedan. Same model, same trim, same color. Same dealership, same afternoon. The only thing that differs is what they sign. I am Jenna, and I spend way too much time obsessing over why a monthly car payment feels so affordable and what that exact same payment quietly costs you over 10 years. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do the next time someone slides a payment across a desk and why almost no one ever runs the only number that matters. I have spent years working through auto loan math, lease contracts, and depreciation curves until the real cost stopped hiding. Let me show you. Ryan signs a 36-month lease. $2,000 due at signing and $299 a month. The salesman calls it a great deal. Low payment, brand new car, full warranty, and in 3 years, he just hands back the keys and walks away. Clean and simple. At least that is how it sounds. Devin takes a 60-month loan at 6%, $3,000 down, and $522 a month. That is $223 more than Ryan, every single month. On day one, Ryan looks like the genius. Lighter payment, more cash in his pocket, the same car in the driveway. But the two deals are built differently in a way the monthly payment hides completely. Every dollar Devin pays is buying him a piece of something. Every dollar Ryan pays is renting a piece of something. And over time, that one distinction is worth tens of thousands of dollars. For 3 years, Ryan is living easy. New car smell, full factory warranty. Brakes wear out covered. The air conditioning quits in July covered. His only costs are the lease payment, insurance, and gas. No surprise repair bills, no anxiety. Devin has a rougher start. He is paying $522 a month and watching the car lose value in real time. It drops to about $27,000 the second he leaves the lot, then to around $23,000 by the end of year one. For roughly that first year, his loan balance is about the same as the car is worth, sometimes a little more. That is what being close to underwater feels like, and it is not fun. Ryan sees this and feels even smarter. So, let's run the real numbers at year 3. Ryan has paid $2,000 down plus 36 payments of $299. That is $12,764. Devin has paid $3,000 down plus 36 payments of $522. That is $21,792. Ryan has spent about $9,000 less. On paper, he is winning by almost 10 grand. That is not a small gap. But year 3 is where the story turns. Ryan's lease is up. He has 3 choices. Buy the car at its residual value, the price the dealer set up front, usually around $16,000 to $18,000 for a $30,000 car. Hand back the keys and own nothing. Or lease a brand new one and start the whole cycle over. Most people do exactly what Ryan does. He leases again. New car, new contract, another $2,000 at signing, another $299 a month. He is back to month 1. The odometer reads 0. The payment counter does not reset. Now look at Devin. He is 36 months into a 60-month loan, with 24 payments left and a balance around $12,000. Annoying, yes. But Devin has an end date circled on the calendar. Every payment he makes brings him one step closer to owning the car outright. Every payment Ryan makes brings him one step closer to handing the car back and starting over. One is a conveyor belt. The other has a finish line. Month 60, Devin makes his final payment. Done. The title is his. From here, his only car costs are insurance, gas, and maintenance, which on an average sedan runs maybe $100 to $150 a month. Ryan is still swiping for $299, and by now he barely notices because it has just become part of his life. That is the quiet danger of leasing. It turns a car payment into something permanent. Background noise. But background noise still drains the account. Let's check the scoreboard at year 6. Ryan has finished 2 full leases. $2,000 down and $10,764 in payments, twice over. That is $25,528, and he owns nothing. No asset, no title, just receipts. Devin spent $3,000 down plus $31,320 in loan payments, $34,320 total. But he now has 0 monthly payments and a car worth around $11,000 to $12,000. Subtract that and his real cost is close to $22,000, with the car still sitting in his driveway. The flip happened quietly, but it happened. And from here, every month that passes makes Devin stronger and Ryan weaker. The monthly payment is the number the dealership wants you to look at. It is the number on the commercial, on the website, on the little card the salesman slides across the desk. What they do not slide across the desk are the conditions attached to it. Mileage caps. Most leases allow 10,000 to 12,000 miles a year. The average American drives about 13,500. So the average driver is over the limit before the lease even ends. The penalty runs 15 to 25 cents a mile. Go 5,000 miles over across a 3-year lease, and that is $750 to over $1,200 due the day you return the car. Wear and tear. They inspect the car when you bring it back, and normal wear is defined by the leasing company, not by you. That door ding from a parking lot, that coffee stain on the back seat, that curb rash on a wheel, all billable. Disposition fees. Most people do not even know this one exists. Return the car without leasing another from the same dealer, and you are charged $300 to $500 just to process and resell it. You are literally paying them to take the car back. And if life changes mid-lease, you move, you lose a job, getting out early can cost you most of what is left on the contract. There is no easy exit. Now let me be just as fair about buying, because it has real costs people love to downplay. Once the warranty expires, usually around year 3 or 4, everything is on you. Brakes, tires, belts, the AC compressor that dies on the hottest day of the year. For a typical sedan, expect around $1,200 to $1,800 a year in maintenance once you are past warranty. Some years it is just oil and tires. Other years it is a $2,000 repair that wrecks your whole month. That unpredictability is the part people hate. With a lease, at least you know your number. And depreciation is real. Your $30,000 car is worth about $20,000 after 2 years, and maybe $12,000 after 5. That value did not go anywhere useful. It just evaporated. But here is the key. Depreciation slows down dramatically after the first few years. A 5-year-old car does not lose value nearly as fast as a brand new one. So the longer you hold, the less it hurts. Time is the buyer's best friend. Here is where the full story comes together. Over 10 years, Ryan leases 3 or 4 cars. Each cycle runs roughly $12,000 to $13,000 in payments, and once you add mileage overages, wear charges, and disposition fees, his 10-year total lands somewhere between $45,000 and $52,000. At the end of it, Ryan has a car, but it is not his. It never was. Devin paid $34,320 for his loan, then spent maybe $10,000 to $14,000 on maintenance over the years that followed. His 10-year total is roughly $44,000 to $48,000. And he still has a car in the driveway, older, sure, but worth $4,000 to $6,000 and fully paid for. Net it out, and Devin spent less and owns an asset. Ryan spent more and owns nothing. The difference over a decade is somewhere between $15,000 and $25,000, depending on the lease terms and how long Devin holds the car. And that is just one car. Most people repeat this cycle 3, 4, 5 times across their adult life. Multiply that gap by 5, and the difference between someone who habitually leases and someone who buys and holds can cross into 6 figures of lifetime wealth. Now, I would be lying if I said leasing never makes sense. There are real situations where the math tilts the other way. If you are self-employed or own a business and use the car for work, lease payments can be partly or fully deductible, and that tax break can erase the ownership gap or even put leasing ahead. If you drive a luxury or high-performance car where an out-of-warranty repair is genuinely brutal, leasing keeps you inside the warranty window permanently. When a single brake job runs $4,000, that coverage has real dollar value. Leasing a high-end German sedan is a very different conversation than leasing a basic commuter. And if you are truly the kind of person who takes the $223 a month you save by leasing and invests it at around 8%, you could come out ahead over a long enough timeline. But that takes discipline most people simply do not have. Be honest with yourself about whether you would actually invest that money or just spend it. For the average person driving an average car, buying and holding wins. It is not the exciting answer. Nobody is filming a video about their paid-off sedan. But the math does not care about exciting. Ryan and Devin both walked into that dealership sure they were making the smart play. One thought he was saving money. The other thought he was building equity. Neither one sat down and ran the numbers past month one. The real trap is not leasing, and it is not buying. The real trap is making a $30,000 decision based on a monthly payment, without ever asking what it costs you over 5 years, 10 years, a lifetime. So the next time someone slides a monthly payment across the desk, and it looks almost too good to be true, ask the one question that actually settles it. What does this cost me when it is all over? Because that is the only number that matters. I am Jenna. I will see you in the next one.